Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketurganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambah Skandapurvajaha Suklambaradharam Vishnum Safivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasyadvaradavaktradhya Parishadhya Parastatham Vigham Nidhanti Satatam Vishwaksenam Tamasriye Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheswaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine Krishnadvaipaya Namvyasam Sarvabhuta Hiteratam Vedabchabhaskaram Vande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine Sahasramurte Purushottamasya Sahasranetranana Padabahoho Sahasranamnam Stavanam Prachastham Nirichyate Janma Jaradi Santyai. Now with Swami's grace, let us continue. We came up to, we started Slokam number 41. Uddavaha Shobano Devaha Sri Garbha Parameswaraha. Karanam Karanam Kartha Vikarta Gahano Guvaha Uddavaha Shobano Devaha Sri Garbha Parameswaraha Karanam Karanam Kartha Vikarta Gahano Guvaha Uddavaha Shobano Deva Sri Garbha Parameswaraha Karanam Karanam Karta Vikarta Gahano Guvaha. Now we came up to Uddavaha, Shobanaha we came. Devaha. Devaha has got several meanings. One, Bhagavan is, the whole thing is a divine play. Deva Leela is the way elders tell us, people who experience Bhagavan and Prema, they say how beautifully and how fantastically and how mesmerizingly this Leela of Prema is going on in Srishti, in all of creation. And the Devaha means one who plays in love, with love, for love, okay, for Prema. Deva also means one, there are so many Devas, the angels we call them, one who is victorious over all of them and one who rules over them. Deva also means all the beings, all the creations, the indweller, the Atma in each one is a Deva. That is the one that's shining within us. And Deva also means Swayam Prakasam, the self-effulgence. It shines by its own effulgence. That Deva also means that. And Deva also means one who is worshipped. And also one who is desired by everyone, right? We worship Indra, we worship Varuna, Shiva, Narayana, Shiva, doesn't matter. But we also like them, we also want to be with them, right? One is also desired by them. And they will also mean one who is, to translate it literally, it means one who goes everywhere. It is not like he's not present at any place. One, because he's present everywhere, he's also able to go everywhere, in all the places. Like when Prahlada said, Sri Narayana is present, yes, he is present in this pillar. It's not like Bhagavan had to travel to the pillar to be present. He was already present there, so he manifested himself. So, Deva means so many meanings. And Sri Garbha, as the name implies, Sri, immediately we think of Mahalakshmi, all the prosperities, all the resources that are there. Just imagine for a second, if you don't have the resources that are sustaining us, any resource, any There are so many of them out there that we take for granted, and both internally as well as externally. And if any one of them is absent, then what's our life comes, right? When right now a hurricane comes, takes away our house, for example, right? So that's a simple example. Or maybe I'm walking today and all of a sudden tomorrow I lose my leg. What happens? So there are so many resources that are sustaining us that we take for granted. We realize their value only when they are absent. So this whole prapancham is full of resources. That's what we call as prosperity, not only money, but all the health and character and good thoughts, everything, And all these prosperities are Sri Mahalakshmi and Sri Garbha, one who keeps all of these in his womb. So this is the divine cosmic womb that we are all playing within. Sri Garbha, Parameswaraha, as he is the Supreme Lord, Supreme Isvara over everything. Now Karanam. So Karanam actually means a tool, an implement to do something. Okay. Karanam, Karanam, Karta. You have to understand the three things together very beautifully. It is okay. Karanam of the tool. Now, when you look at creation, if I want to create something, if I want to create a pot from mud, for example, right? Then I need a tool to make that, right? For everything we have in engineering, they call it as tools and fixtures. There's a separate subject on that. You have to have a tool to make something. Anything that you make, you need a tool. So what is the tool that has been used to make creation, to make this prapancham? That is Bhagavan himself. He is the tool also. He is the one. Then he is also the tool, implement for all the devotees to reach him. Because how else can we reach him? How else can we become one with him? He's also the tool. And for each, it is something that we can even become very personal. When you look at our own self, we have 5 senses of perception and 5 senses of action. These are the tools with which we cognize the world we live in and we interact with the world we live in, isn't it? And so these are the tools. The Bhagavan is one who is present as all these Dasa Indriyan. And also on top of that is also the 11th Indriyam, which is the mind. Okay? And these are just like the part of a wave of the tool that Bhagavan is. So in Upanishad it says the eye as well as the vision as well as what is seen, the hearing as well as whatever is heard, the ear as well as whatever is heard. So if I take my 5 senses of perception, I have eye. Eye is a tool, that is Bhagavan. And what is seen is also a tool, because without that I cannot see, right? I need an object. That is also Bhagavan. Same way, both the sense of perception as well as the object of perception, both are really tools. So all these are Karanam, as an example. So Bhagavan, anything I do, any tool that I employ, if I speak with my tongue, okay, with my mouth, that's a tool I'm using. That is Bhagavan. That tool itself is Bhagavan. So Karanam. Karanam. Then Karanam is both the Mula Karanam as well as the Nimitta Karanam is Bhagavan. As he said, Ekoham Bhashyam. I am one, but I became many. Why? In order to, I separated myself from myself in order to give love and receive love. Give bliss and receive bliss. That's the only reason. That's the Mula Karanam. That's why creation has taken place. Now, has creation having taken place, the Nimitta Karanam are the various objects that are created, including human beings, if you consider it as an object. So they are all Nimitta Karanam, only an instrument to carry out the purpose of the Mula Karanam. Both the Nimitta Karanam, so if I'm taking 2 steps to go someplace, that means I am being used as an instrument by Bhagavan to go from here to there. If I'm talking to someone sweetly, if someone is suffering and I'm able to, with Bhagavan's grace, give a few kind words and care for that person and thereby share my love with that person, then I have been used as an instrument, a nimitta karanam. Now, today, if I'm talking to you and we are blessed to share this Vishnu Sahasranamam, right? Then I am not talking. I am being used as an instrument by Bhagavan to share the efficacy and the greatness and the sweetness of Vishnu Sahasranamam. So, it's a nimitta karanam. Each one of us, whatever action we do and whatever action comes our way is activity given to us by Bhagavan. And then if I do that, and when I do that, I am being used as a nimitta karanam, as an instrument to do that. Now, how I should do that? I should do that in consonance with the mula karanam, which is to give love and receive love. I have to share and expand my heart to be loving and loving and loving, period. That's the only reason this instrument called this body and mind and everything has been created. Then I am in consonance with the mula karanam, the primal cause, the reason for creation. So that is karanam. Karanam is a tool. Karanam is the reason, the cause of it. Okay, both mula karanam and nimitta karanam. Now, karta is the swatantra. That means he is the karta. Bhagavan, if I am speaking, it is not me who is speaking, right? It is Bhagavan who is speaking through this body, through this mouth. So that swatantra, he is absolutely free with nothing to obstruct him, nothing to obstruct. He is also aniruddha, we saw, right? Aniruddha means there is without any obstacles. So he is a swatantra, absolutely free. And the other beauty is of karta, while I operate, I can talk about myself very clearly, and when I talk about others, it only I'm assuming, right? But so if I talk about myself, I go through happiness, sorrow, go through difficulties, successes, failures, whatever else, right? I go through this thing. In this process, I am really not, I don't have the enduring bliss, right? I may have some joy, momentary happiness, but then that goes away. So when I suffer like this, because Bhagavan is a karta, right? He is a swatantra. So he's not able to sit idle. So he makes you, oh my God, my child is suffering. So he's taking all actions to bring me back to this realm of bliss, to give me enduring happiness. That is what he's always acting. If we can say Bhagavan is acting and doing something which he is not, he's also a witness, but at the same time he's doing things also. He's doing things with absolute freedom to give me absolute freedom. And that is the beautiful meaning of karta. Karta also means in how Sri Ramachandra manifested this quality. When others are undergoing difficulties, then Bhagavan as his avataram also undergoes the same difficulties. When others are happy, Bhagavan is happy. As Ramachandra did in his avataram, so many instances of that. What does this mean? It means when Bhagavan, while he is swatantra, when he comes as an avataram and takes, for example, adorns a form of a human being, then he conducts according to whatever the human being limitations are. Even though he does manifest his divinity, now and then, right, to show us how to elevate us to that level of conduct. At the same time, he also plays the same drama. When Sita was abducted and Rama was going through, he enacted his drama, played so beautifully, played his role so fantastically, and I think it's very sad as he was crying at the separation of Sita, even though he's beyond all that, right? So that's another thing that karta, because he's swatantra, is able to do it. So karanam Karanam, Karta. Vikarta. Vikarta, the word V is Visesham. That means unique and special and exclusive. Or to put it in another word, of all the creations, so many creations are there that you see right now, wherever you are, just look around your own, the room where you are sitting. So many creations. Go outside, so many types are there, just for a second. Each one is Visesham, is unique and special and exclusive. Even in a plant, you go and look at it, no two leaves are alike. So there is difference, each unique. Even in our own body, my left hand is different from my right hand. My left leg is different from my right leg. They are not the same. Each one is unique, uniquely made. That it is actually vichitram. It is so tantalizingly, mesmerizingly amazing. It's enchanting varieties of creation. That is Vikarta. Now, the qualities that Ramchandra manifested that I shared with you, when others are unhappy, the avataram also suffers that, cannot take that suffering. When others are happy, the avataram is very happy. That is an aspect of Vikarta also. Because avataram is beyond all the gunas and characteristics and always in bliss only. He also plays out his role and creates. That is very beautiful. That is why each one of us want to hear the stories and glories of Bhagavan repeatedly, even though I know what the story in Sundarakandam is, but still there is a tremendous pleasure in reading the Sundarakandam and opening and turning the page, even though I know what's going to come again on the next page. This is the beauty of Avataram, because he's also Vikarta. He comes and plays the role in line with us so we can enjoy. He's part of us. So he doesn't keep himself aloof. Where he comes and part and plays with us. That's why when Krishna, little baby Krishna comes and steals things from people's house, nobody's mad or anything, right? There's some sweetness in there. That the sweetness aspect of Avataram is Vikarta. Then Karanam, Karta, Vikarta, Gahano, Guhaha, Gahanaha. Now, Gahanaha means something that is very difficult to know. What is very difficult to know? Okay. And even another way is something that remains unknown because I have not made the effort to know it. So, Gahanaha, Bhagavan, even though we talk about him, we are sharing Vishnu Sahasranamam, there are so many names for Bhagavan, so many ways we worship, we hear his stories, we hear his glories. But do I really know Bhagavan's prowess and power? Do I really know Bhagavan's Swarupam? No, I don't. But he remains unknown unless I take that discipline and extra effort, committed effort to know him. Then I can know him. But for most of us, he remains unknown, even though we talk about him, right? Even though we hear about him, we think about him, and remains unknown. That aspect is Gahanaha. Then, Gahanaha also means Bhagavan, all of us are his children. And this is the truth. Because we all live in his womb, the divine womb. So he is the mother. Just like any mother cannot withstand the child suffering, going through some misery, through some pain or whatever, Bhagavan is also the same way. All the sukha dukkha that we all go through, Bhagavan feels that it is his, both the sukham and dukkam. So for me, when I'm going through some suffering, when I go through some happiness, I don't want the happiness to end. I don't think about anything else. When I'm going through some pain or whatever, then I want the pain to end. I want the suffering to end, right? And whatever effort that I take to make it end, that's okay. But there is someone who's even more interested in making sure that my pain and suffering end sooner than even I think, quicker than even I think. And that is Bhagavan. He wants our pain to end even more so than I want it. That is Gahanaha. Guvaha is the one who is covered himself in Maya. So he remains unknown. Gahanaha and Guha, they are related words, okay, etymologically. So Guhaha, Deva Guhyam, we mean secret. No, it is not secret. It remains unknown because I have not made the effort to know it. So he is the one, Guhaha, hiding behind this illusion, this Maya that each one of us has, right? Why? I think I am separate from Bhagavan. I think I am doing this, right? That feeling I have, that is illusion, that is Maya. Maya simply means to take something that is not real to be real. That's all Maya is. And as he himself says in Bhagavad Gita, I covered myself with Yoga Maya. And that remains beyond, so he remains unknown. That is Goraha. Then, so that is Slokam number 41. Uddhavaha Shobano Devaha Sri Garbhaha Parameswaraha Karanam Karanam Karta Vikarta Gahano Guvaha. Now 42. Vyavasayo Vyavastanaha Samstanaha Stanado Dhruvaha Paradhi Paramaspashtaha Tushta Pushta Subekshanaha Vyavasayo Vyavastana Samstana Stanado Dhruvaha Paradhi Paramaspashta Tushta Pushta Subekshanaha. Vyavasayaha. Vyavasayaha means Jnana Swarupi. Jnana Swarupi, the form of Jnanam, knowledge. Okay? Not understanding, not intelligence, but knowledge itself. Knowledge is absolute. Knowledge has no doubt. No doubt. Knowledge is certain, whereas understanding is always tinged with doubts. Okay, you're never sure. Knowledge is what is experienced. So Jnana Swarupi, and the knowledge is the knowledge of oneness, the knowledge of lack of separation, the Advaitam, as they say, the oneness, which is the Parasara itself. That is Jnana Swarupi, is Vyavasayaha. Now, Vyavasayaha also means the Bhagavan keeps all the spatial objects, whether they are stars or planets or whatever they are, right? If you look at it in the Prapanjam, in the space, he is the one who's keeping them under his control. The whole Prapanjam, the whole space, the universe as we call it, and while it is expanding, we also know it's expanding because that's the nature of prema. Prema always expands only. That is what being manifested physically by the expanding nature of the universe. Okay, but all the objects, the planetary objects, and moving around, hurtling around in tremendous speed in the space, under whose control they are. That is Vyavasayaha. That the Bhagavan is Vyavasayaha. Then Vyavastanaha. Vyavastanaha, wherever you're sitting, just look around. You've got directions all around you, above you, below you, right? All the directions. And there are 4 types of births that takes place. Okay, for all of us in the whole world, there are only 4 types of births. And I'm not talking of cesarean birth and all that are natural births and delivery underwater. No, I'm talking about 4 basic types of birth that our elders have classified it. What do they say? Jarayujam, Andajam, Svedajam, Udbijam. So again, Jarayujam, Andajam, Svetajam, Udbijam. Now, Jarayujam simply means when, as in our case, as human beings, as an example, or a cow, the examples you can take, where the new being is kept inside what we call as a womb, then it grows inside before it comes out. Andajam, as you can imagine, things that come from eggs, whether the chicken eggs or snakelings or whatever, right? So these are andajam, coming out of eggs, or tortoise, so many things that we know. Svetajam. Svetajam means things that are born out of sweat. Okay, this could be things like, insects or things of that nature that come out of sweat. Udbijam means things that grow, like plants, for example. So these are the 4 types of creation. So all these 4 types of creation, all the directions and the various abilities for all the things that are created to do things, right? We think I'm able, I'm capable, no. But where does the ability come from? The abilities and the various varnas we have, the Chatur Varnas, and also the Chatur Ashramangal that we have, and not only the Chatur Varnas and Chatur Ashramangal we have, right? But also the corresponding dharma associated with all that. All these, who has established this? That is Bhagavan. That is Vyavasthanaha. Vyavasthanaha. So Vyavasayo, Vyavasthanaha. Samsthanaha. While all these things now are external world that we talked about, right? The directions, various types of births and the various abilities, the Varnangal, the Ashramangal, the various dharmas, all are established by him, Vyavasthanaha, but they are also established in him. Where do they finally dissolve? Where do they finally disappear when the pralayam comes? They all go back and dissolve in him only. So that is samsthanaha. As when Bhrigu Maharishi asked his father Varuna, please father, teach me about Bhagavan, Bhagat Parabrahmam. And he says, gives a quality from one from whom all this has come, by whom all is sustained, and in whom all these finally dissolve into. That is Brahman. So that is what here means. Vyavasthanaha and Samsthanaha means exactly that. Vyavasthanaha is for our nourishment, for our sustenance, the one who does it. Samsthanaha, finally where everything goes back to, that is into him in pralayam time. So Vyavasthanaha, Samsthanaha, Sthanadaha. Sthanadaha. The one who gives appropriate to everyone whatever actions that I do, not just what the actions, how I do the actions. The karma means we think action. Okay, karma means activity. Then we also think karma means the result of an activity, prarabdha karma and all those things, sanchita karma and all this we think, right? Okay, but they all mean that. But actual meaning of karma is the efficacy of doing a work. This is very, very important. Work done as worship, that is karma. Okay, so whoever does the work as worship, or do the work not as worship with selfishness and self-aggrandizement, okay, correspondingly, they get a result. Correspondingly, they get certain rights, right? The results is one thing. Along with that, certain rights and powers and responsibilities, whatever we want to call it. So, adhikaram, right? Karmanyeva adhikaraste, it says. The adhikaram means the deservedness to do any work. Please remember that. So, who grants that deservedness? Like I'm not the President of the United States, for example. Because I don't have the deservedness for it, right? So that work has not been given to me by Bhagavan. Some other work has been given to me. But whatever work, that is divine work. But corresponding to the karma that I do, the work as worship that I do, I get a certain adhikaram. And that adhikaram, who grants it, that is Tanadaha. Example, Dhruva. Dhruva did penance, did tapas. So many people do tapas, but Dhruva did the tapas. And the way he did, the efficacy of his tapas was such that Bhagavan granted him the Dhruva, what we call as Dhruva Nakshatram. That word is also going to come next, I think, the Dhruvaha. We might as well take that word. Dhruvaha. Dhruva means something that is permanent, that is indestructible, that does not go away, that's always there. That is Dhruvaha. And he granted that adhikaram, that deservedness to Dhruva, to Mahabali. He granted that deservedness, that adhikaram to him by placing his Kamalapadam on his head. So, the corresponding to the karma that a person does, he grants the adhikaram. Sthanadaha, Dhruvaha. Now, Dhruva, the Dhruva episode is a phenomenal episode, but I'm going to skip that for the sake of time. Okay. So, Vyavasayo Vyavasthanas Samsthanas Thanado Dhruvaha. Now, Parardihi Paramaspashtaha Tushta Pushta Subhekshanaha. Parardihi is the one who has all the Aishwaryangal. Aishwaryangal, it is not limited to only 6 Aishwaryams, okay, or 8 Aishwaryams, or as we say in Ashtalakshmi, it's infinite. So one who has got all the para, the supreme Aishwaryam, okay, then even though he is Purnam, Paripurnam, full, has no desire, but what does he do? He comes down, he manifests himself in an avataram that I can relate to, talk to, touch and speak and sing about and all that, play with and all that. At that time, the characteristics, the gunangal that he manifests are so enchanting, right? But even though he's beyond all that, he is to kind of not diminish himself, to make himself saulabhyam, to make himself accessible and touchable by each one of us. That aspect is also parardihi. Even though he is supreme, he comes down to my level, so I can touch and play with him. So that is parardihi. This is the height in our physical world. When you accomplish something, when you do something really, really good, whether you're a singer or a tennis player or a sprinter, what doesn't matter. When you're excelling in the art or the sport or whatever that we have practiced so much, we have become so good at it, you will find that our performance is actually an epitome of simplicity. Okay, the greatest tennis player, you watch him play the strokes, they're so simple. Simplicity. The height of scholarship is humility, simplicity. So that is parardihi, the paripurnam. But when he comes as avataram and manifests to us, the quality of paripurnam is absolute approachability and simplicity and humility. Okay. That is why we are attracted so much to Bhagavan's avatara stories and glories and all that. So parardihi, paramaspashtaha, parama supreme, spashtaha is beautiful, enchantingly beautiful, paramaspashtaha. Every avataram, every form of God that we think of, okay, he's so beautiful and supremely beautiful, okay. That's the way even bhaktas who experience him describes his beauty, and then the words they find is inadequate. So beautiful paramaspashtaha. That is the attractiveness, the ramyam quality of prema. That is why It is not just a physical beauty, but it is what is present, manifesting as that physical form. That is so beautiful. That's what's attracting each one of us. That is Paramaspashtaha. Paramaspashtaha also means Parama, it's supreme. Spashtaha means is excelling in everything. What is it? One thing that Bhagavan doesn't excel in? Is there any way? If, for example, when Dhruva tried to be very clever with him when he talked to him, and he said, well, Swami asked him, Sri Narayana, Dhruva, what do you want? And his answer was, but Swami, you know what I want. You have come here, searching for me, so you know what I want. But Bhagavan would not fall for that. It was a very clever answer, we can say in our language, right? It's clever. You know what I want. Bhagavan knows what I want. Yes, he knows what I want, what each one of us wants. But when he asks, what do you want? Not because he doesn't know, because he wants us to speak the truth. That's what he's verifying. So that spashtaha, one who excels in everything, whether it is art, music, speech, drama. I mean, you must see the Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba acting out roles in plays as when a child is amazing. When he came on the Narasimha Avataram, the whole Sabha actually swooned down in the anger and the ugram that he exhibited. So when Bhagavan comes out, enacts a play, okay, as an avataram, every role that he dons, every act that he does is perfect, excels. There is nobody can be better than him. Okay, that is Paramaspashtaha. Paramaspashtaha, both not only supremely beautiful, but supremely excelling in everything. And Spashtaha also means, because he is Jnana Swarupi, Vyavasayaha, so I don't, for all things in the world, in creation, in scientific analysis, whatever I want to know, I need a proof. I need something that says, yeah, this proves this, right? And we do this in mathematics, in geometry, and so many other things, because this, yes, so that is proven. Prove it to me, we say. But Bhagavan is Jnana Swarupi. So, without any other proof, he shines by himself. With his own self-effulgence, he shines. So he doesn't need any other crutches or any other proof. Right? So this is also Paramaspashtaha. Paradhihi is supreme Aiswaryam, and Paramaspashtaha, supreme beauty, supremely excelling in everything, and there is a knower of himself without depending upon any other external proofs. Then Tushtaha, that we will take up 8:40. So Tushtaha we will take up tomorrow, next session with Bhagavan's grace. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Santi Santi Santi. Hari Om.